Check 1, 2. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Maurice Conte reporting. How are you, man? Make sure my brain is in check before I open my mouth. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to the show. Friday. We're going to open up the chat today. Today is your day. Let's talk. The chat will be open very, very soon. Not much to really spin this morning. Big story in my view is French Montana. You ever heard of him? I never did until this morning, but I looked at his video menu, and some of the videos get 5 million views. 5 million views for a rapper. Why are we talking about him? Because he was filming a music video, and shots rang out, like real shots. 10 people got shot at a French Montana video shoot. Now you say, well, it was just random. It could have been a movie. It could have been anything. But what is French Montana singing about? He's singing about guns and excessive drug use and bling blang and robbing and stealing and grabbing and exploitation of objectivity of women. All these things that are going on all the time in the music videos. That's the center. That is the center point of the music and the man and the video that we watch. Right? And it's got a lot of them. 5 million people flocking to watch these things, right? So is that where the violence comes from? Is that the root of the violence? I think it's the gas on the violence. It's certainly not. When the Idaho killer whacks 4 people while they're sleeping, he's a white supremacist. But when a black rapper raps about his open feelings, his open view of the world of killing and stealing and ripping people off and being high strung out on coke all day long, no problem there. That's a problem because we had slavery 500 years ago, and we have to sympathize. No, it's the same. Violence is violence. Violence, where is it stemming from? It's not racism. It's something else. And there is no but. Everything after but is bullshit. However, it is happening. It is happening. All these crazy murders. Also, we'll talk about Kevin McCarthy. Kevin McCarthy falls short for House Speaker. Wants to be House Speaker really bad, and he's holding his ground. 11 votes later. In the House of Representatives, still no House Speaker. There are holdouts, and we salute them for what they're doing. For holding out to get committee positions, to get legislation that is of interest to the American people in front of Congress, so that they can finally make laws to prevent these horrific things like censorship to stop, finally. FBI involvement in regular, ordinary people's lives online, talking because government doesn't like what they're saying. So I say that I don't care if you hold out for a goddamn year. I, personally, would like to see Congress do absolutely nothing than what they have been doing, which is it's less than nothing. Right? It moves the country in the wrong direction. At least if nothing's happening, we're not going in the wrong direction. We're stopping for a moment. So don't kid yourself. It occurs to me yesterday. I said, pick somebody already, but I changed my view on that. I think that they should hold out until the leadership of the Republican Party under McCarthy. It could be McCarthy. Who cares? It could be anybody. Right? Give the 20 holdouts committee positions so that they can, exercise the will of the people, make laws that the people are interested in, and make their lives better. So, what else is going on? Idaho killer. The Idaho killer. There's a couple of new details in the story. I had always wondered if there's one man and 3 women sleeping in a house, who is the man sleeping with? And it turns out one of them was a girlfriend, and they were sleeping together. So the killer was in 3 places at once. He killed 2 of them, and then 2 of them together, and then the second and the third. Or I'm not really sure of the order. We learned a few other details that I'll get into when I get to it. So we'll expand a little bit on that story, and then we'll open up the chat to anybody who wants to come on in and kick it, all right? Because this is democracy right here. Come in. Only requirement is don't be a dick. and we need not define dickery. Everybody knows what it is to be a dick. And most of the time when we're being a dick, we know it. So don't be a dick. There's no dicks in the room anymore. But just keep that in mind if you come on, and we'll have a lovely conversation. Let's see my thumbnail today. Yeah. French Montana. You're probably hearing it. Sounds like a beverage. French Montana. Or it sounds like an hors d'oeuvre. Would you like some French Montana? Or something. But there he is. There she is. Oh, she's drinking. She's loving it, man. She's got a tongue out. I love French Montana. And then 6 months later, he raped me. He touched me wrong. He coerced me to do something I didn't want to do. I mean, I thought about that yesterday with the whole going after Andrew Tate and accusing him of coercing women into pornography. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Pornography. What's so? Look, pornography is, in my view, human pornography is a good thing because it documents human behavior. Although you may have deep convictions about that type of thing, filming people having sex. You don't have a problem when 2 birds or 2 dogs are screwing on the street. You see 2 dogs, you see a dog humping another dog, right? It's humorous. Hey, look, the dogs are fucking. I think it's a good documentation that people, in 100 years will look back and say, hey, look at how they they reproduced, right? It's reproduction. It's just another species, and although it is, we're speaking of ourselves. So don't make it illegal. Don't vilify it. Don't say that, that it's something, it's not necessarily something bad. It's just something that is happening. And if you're not interested, no one ripped off your clothes and told you to make a porn movie. At least not yet in the case of Andrew Tate. We haven't seen any evidence at all that suggests anybody was coerced to do anything that they didn't sign up for. So I'm not defending the guy. I'm staying in the evidence. There's no direct evidence right now that he really did anything wrong. Anything above and beyond what any rapper does. Bling blang, big money, big butts, so. So anyway, what else we got here? So I got a website. My name is McCarthy, and I have a website. Every morning at 9 a.m. we're live. Other videos coming out too. I did a meditation video yesterday. I don't know what. That was very spontaneous. I was sitting up in the hill. I was sitting up on the top of the hill. And when I came back, I had to clear my mind, and I wanted to tell people about the experience of enlightenment and what it is and what it isn't and such. And so I made a video. Here it is. It's on YouTube. There he is. He's the big meditator. He's the big spiritualist in his room. And he's telling you what to do, or is he? You got to watch the video. It's on the it's in the queue on my site. Yeah, so I got a website, Tip Jar, and Patreon. Thank you so much for the people that contribute. There are a few of you here today. Thank you so much for that. PayPal, Patreon are ways to do it. Granny Cat channel, Granny Cat. Love Granny Cat. We love Granny Cat. Let's put Granny Cat up. Let's put Granny Cat up for Friday. Granny Cat. And that's Granny Cat. Granny Cat. So I got we're if you missed the live presentation with all the real people speaking openly and honestly, having a real dialogue, if you missed that part of it, just come later across Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute, Facebook, Twitter, Getter. Leave comments down below in the comments section. I've learned the hard way. I don't answer. I'm not going to sit around reading every comment and commenting on the comments. My comment is here. I comment, I read, and then I comment. I am, actively surfing the comments and such. And so I read them, and then it comes out of my mouth at some point. So yeah, watch the video. So let's start here. It turns out no deal in Congress. You're sitting around waiting for a deal, and there is none. No deal. 11 votes later in the House of Representatives to get a House Speaker, leadership role, third in power to the presidency. If Vice President dies, if the president dies, and then the Vice President dies, the Speaker of the House becomes the president. I don't think it's ever happened historically where the president and the vice president drop dead. You got an 85, 82, 81, old president right now. He can die. And then you'd have a younger woman, Kamala Harris, probably won't die unless somebody whacks her. That's just no one's encouraging that. That's the wrong way to look at it. I'm just saying the law and the rules are if those two leaders in leadership get knocked off. So very powerful position. Let's listen to Kevin McCarthy in his own words. Reporters, they're all over him. Tell us what's going on, Kevin. You suck. Let's listen.
Except for the last speaker. I think I'm very fine with that.
But doesn't this undercut your potential power as speaker?
Has it undercut the power of all the other speakers?
But it was used.
So why would it cut
But for you, but we haven't been in this position since 1859. Doesn't that inherently mean that you would be a weaker speaker?
No.
Explain.
No. It'd only be a weaker speaker if I was afraid of it. I'm not a weak. I won't be a weaker speaker.
That was a good answer. That's a good answer. It's like, it doesn't make me weaker. It has nothing to do with me. It has to do with, it does have something to do with him. McCarthy right now has the power to end the vote by either capitulating to the people that are asking him for positions so that they can get legislation done, or capitulate, just drop the fuck out. He's holding a lot of power. He's the front runner.
There might be more than 4 who will just never vote for you among the Republicans.
No, I think we get that.
Do you plan to go to conference?
Are you worried about losing votes from moderates if you give too much away?
Everybody's involved in it. He's got to get there completely. Look, can I finish his answer to his question? Thank you.
Let him speak. Let him speak.
Look, this is a new thought we're going to have. We have a 5-seat majority. So it's not one side's going to get more than another. It's the entire conference is going to have to learn how to work together. So it's better that we go through this process right now so we can achieve the things we want to achieve for the American public, what our commitment was. So if this takes a little longer and it doesn't meet your deadline, that's okay, because it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And if we finish well, will be very successful.
But Mr. McCarthy, there have been some members. Mr. McCarthy,
for 2 months. Why did they sort it out before January?
Well, we try.
So there's no more answers there. So very good, very good. I like it. I like his answer. He wasn't like those mother effers in the minority. They better change their tune, or I'm going to get them. He didn't browbeat them. He didn't belittle them like fucking Tucker Carlson, not Tucker Carlson, but Fox and Newt Gingrich on Fox. He's just saying very simply that we got to come to a deal. We gotta meet halfway somehow. So I like that answer. He's workable. He's being workable. Again, it doesn't really matter. The Republican holdout is doing the right thing by setting the tone that we will not just follow along. It is not politics as usual. You have to, excuse me, you have to listen to us, or you're not going to be the House Speaker. You have to listen to the constituency. So I like that. Some of GOP holdouts have stepped up the pace of discussion. Again, unprecedented, 11 votes. And today is Friday. I don't know if we'll convene today. I do know that Matt Gaetz, Florida congressman, has placed Donald J. Trump into the mix. There's a video somewhere. I saw the video of him rising in the chamber and speaking and entering Trump's name into the mix as a possible Speaker of the House. There's whirling speculation, mostly from H.A. Goodman, that Trump will be the House Speaker. So it is now. He's officially in the mix. Trump's name has been injected into the mix. Whether you like that or not, it's now there, and we'll follow that story. What else we got? So the Idaho killer, the Idaho killer. There's some new details. We know who he is, and what he is. What's his fucking name again? I forget his name. Anyway, it turns out the Idaho killer, what was questionable in my mind is there's 4 people in the house, and I don't know why this is interesting to me. It just seems relevant. 4 people, 3 of them are 20-year-old women. One of them is a 21-year-old dude. The dude is not there by chance. He's not just a friend. He's not just like the gay friend that lives with them. He was in bed with one of them. And you always, whenever that's happening, there could possibly be motive. Kohlberger, that's his name. The killer, Kohlberger. Maybe there was some a love triangle. I'm going to kill you all. If you don't stay with me, damn it, I'll slaughter all of you in your sleep. It's possible. So we now know that there was a boyfriend and girlfriend situation. Crondall was active on her phone. She was one of the girls that got killed. She was active on the phone at 4:12 a.m. After the bars closed, she went home, but had been slaughtered alongside her boyfriend, Ethan Chapin. So Chapin is 20. So there's a boyfriend, girlfriend. There's a love thing going on there, and they're talking about her last meal. Who cares? She was eating. They say her last meal was Jack in the Box. She had brought some food home and then ate it. And after the 7-week manhunt, Brian Kohlberger is the prime suspect. There she is. She's the one who had the boyfriend in bed. Kerndell and Chapin, the boyfriend and girlfriend, attended a Sigma Chi fraternity party. So it's looking more like in my view, a calculated hit. This guy Kohlberger knew these people. There is a connection there. He knew them. Was Kohlberger, the killer, a brother at Sigma Chi fraternity? if you've ever been on college campuses, fraternities have a lot of influence and sway. They throw the best parties in town. Everybody wants to be at the Sigma Chi fraternity party. Free beer, free women flocking to get in, to get the eligible men, and such, and music and a bar in the basement, and so we know he was one of them. Well, if they were at Sigma Chi, which is a fraternity of men, then the guy, the boyfriend, was probably a pledge or a fraternity brother at the party. If it was an open party, he could have just been there because he was invited. You can go to fraternity parties if you're invited. So that's just another little caveat. There was one other thing. That struck me kind of. There he is smirking. He didn't really smirk. Oh, let's look at the video of him getting dragged into court. Here he is. He's coming out. Let's listen.
Oh, we got him. We took care of it. Yep. You good. Okay. All right.
You have the following rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, thank you. We are adjourned.
And that's the end of that. That is the end of that, right? Come in, adjourned. It's likely that he's now in the great state of Idaho, facing quadruple homicide. I don't know. Does he look like a guy who killed 4 people? He's about to enter a plea through a public defender of not guilty. What else? There was one more detail. I think there was everybody living in the house was home in their rooms by 4 a.m., Jack in the Box. Okay. Then police said they had zeroed in on Koberger after identifying a car near the crime scene. We already know that, which matched the description of his car. They then obtained a phone record, which placed him at the location of the murders on at least 12 occasions. He was at the scene of the murder at least 12 times. So dead people don't speak because they're dead. But what is the connection between Koberger and the people that he killed? Why did he do it? What was the motive? Right? That's what we want to know. What motivates somebody to whack people? So a couple of new details. There was a boyfriend-girlfriend thing going on. He had swung by 12 times. His DNA, I don't trust that. DNA, which later matched Kohlberg's, was also recovered from a knife sheath. I don't know. I don't know about that. Why did he leave the knife sheath behind? Was that an accident? I mean, accidents and, fuck-ups happen all the time, right? You're nervous. You just killed 4 people and you drop the sheath. Possible. But again, the DNA is very, very damning if it existed. If law enforcement has his DNA at the scene on the knife sheath, that's pretty damning. Right? But a lot of times that's just like to coerce the guy into compliance. You did it. We got your DNA. It was on the knife sheath. It's a 100% probability at this point that law enforcement has Kohlberger's DNA. He's in jail. They could do whatever they want to him. They could search up his ass if they want to, police. Turn around, bend down, we're going up your ass. And that's completely legal and commonplace. So while they're up Kohlberger's ass, law enforcement is, they can get that DNA or whatever in his mouth or whatever. They got the DNA. How did they get a DNA match on Kohlberger? Ask yourself. How did they know Kohlberger's DNA profile? prior to apprehending him. What was his DNA on file? It doesn't make sense. Think about it. Where did they get Kohlberger's fucking DNA to match it with what was on the knife sheath? Doesn't make really sense. So I'm not really trusting that part of it. I think it's a coercion thing that they do to scare him into spilling the beans. Because once they have the confession, once law enforcement has him on video saying, yeah, I know I did it. I threw the knife I threw the knife off the bridge. You remember the QAnon killer, Anthony Camillo? You remember that story that I was almost exclusively covering back in Staten Island? The killer who killed the Gambino crime boss and threw the gun off the bridge. Right? Now I told you before they found the gun or knew where the gun was that he threw the gun off the bridge. He shot the Gambino crime boss, got in his car, headed straight to New Jersey to his mother's house, and on the way over either the Goethals Bridge or the Outer Bridge in Staten Island, he threw the gun off the bridge. And I look, with that story, to be honest, that case never went forward because he was deemed insane, and there was no trial. He'll be in a mental institution for the rest of his life. However, there was no regurgitation of the facts. But this reporter, Marcus Conte, I was sitting in the courthouse and I saw with my own eyes and my own ears, I watched the video of him confessing to the killing. I was there. He threw up in the garbage pail. He said, I did it. The cop asked him, what kind of gun did he use? And he said, what kind of gun I used? So they got the confession from Camillo. It's at that point, it's indisputable that he did it. Kohlberger, I don't know. There is no, I would imagine because he's, a criminal justice kind of guy, that he would have been smarter to shut his hole when the cops grab him. Say nothing. Let them prove their case, right? And then you plead not guilty and let them prove it. That's the number one question for his defense. And I'm not defending a killer. I'm just telling you, without a confession that puts him there in the house, all right, or an eyewitness, he didn't do it until you can prove he did it, all right, with no confession. So it makes sense to say, Kohlberger, we got your DNA, and we know you were there, and you better fess up. And then he says, all right, I did it. What do I have to do? What do I have to do to so I don't get the chair? Right? And I don't know if there's a death penalty in Idaho, but I would say for certain that this guy is going to get fried. He'll be on death row if it turns out that he did it. So that's some new details there. So let's talk about French Montana. My name is
French Montana, motherfucker. I'm a rapper, a bling blang, bling blang.
He's one of those guys, right? He's a homeboy. He's from maybe he's faking it, or I don't know if he's a real homeboy, but from the hood. But his videos certainly look that way, and I'm only talking about it because of the sheer popularity of this guy. The videos, I got two of them here. I'm not gonna play them because these rap labels will tear down if you even play one fucking line of their song. They'll tear down the whole video. So I'm not gonna play the video. Go listen to it yourself. French Montana. It's the usual: pussy, cocaine, bling blang, big piles of money. Fucking drinking Hennessy and none of those things are, I guess, I don't know if they're bad or good or whatever, but that's what he's celebrating, and the drug violence that surrounds it, and the competition within the rap community. They kill each other. All right, that's what they do. That's what happened to Pop Smoke. Remember Pop Smoke? Super talented. In my view, one of the most talented, emerging artists ever. Right? When you listen to Pop Smoke, he transforms rap in an audio way. The way his voice is really nothing.
Nothing short of down here.
He takes you to the dark side. Pop Smoke, and he got whacked. He got whacked by rival rappers, not because it wasn't drug violence. It was the money in rap. This guy was changing the game, and the rap community wasn't having it, and they whacked him. So French Montana is not shot. To be clear, he didn't get shot, but 10 people did. So 10 people were shot outside of a Miami Gardens restaurant during the filming of a French Montana music video on Thursday night. It sounds like a harmless thing. He's filming. People flock around to see the great rapper, rock star, whatever you want to call him, and maybe get a glimpse, right? The gunfire erupted in the parking lot of The Licking, a soul food joint off Northwest 27th Avenue. Witnesses told the news outlet that French Montana was making a rap video when the chaos unfolded. There's video on social media of victims lying in bloodied pavement. I'm not going to show that video either because it breaks a YouTube rule of depicting violence and dead people. I'm not going to show it, but it's out there. It's on Twitter if you want to watch it and see it. It's not much. It's a couple of people laying on the ground, dead, which confirms that people really, well, not dead, but shot, with bullet holes and bleeding. Police confirmed that multiple people were injured in the shooting. At least 4 victims required air rescue and were flown to an area hospital. Right? It's just a matter of time before Brian Kohlberger is deemed a white supremacist, racist, misogynist, homophobe, right-wing conspiracy kook. Right? They're going to do that. They're going to do it to him eventually. Right? They're holding their fire right now, but eventually he'll be the poster child for Trump aggression or something stupid like that. But in the same breath, why is a guy like French Montana allowed to go on and these types of forms of violence? Why is it allowed to exist unchallenged in the rap community? That's what you got to ask yourself. These are ugly pictures. No, there's no real pictures here. It was like people heard 13, 14, 15 gunshots. It was very rapid. It looks like thugs, a gang, group of 4, I believe, hopped out of cars and started blasting away. They got back in the cars. So who is this guy? Let's talk about it. So I just want to flash imagery. You can see it. There's the Porsche. He's cruising. It's the usual imagery of, of the bling blang. He's hanging his foot out the car. There's the pussy. This guy, old guy, throw him in there, right? So this is the guy. This is, I believe, French Montana. And there they are, partying away. No problem there, right? Hennessy on the game. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 women ready to service him, and then someday say he took advantage of them. Again, the music, you can listen to it all you want. To me, it's run of the mill, kind of nonsensical, the usual. Here's another video of him. He's on the big boat. Does he own the boat? Who knows? Who cares? But he's out on the boat, and he's got his big-ass gold ring and his fucking gold tooth, and he's singing to his crowd, motherfucker, man. I love you, the fucking motherfucker. Right? He's doing his thing there, right? He's doing his thing. Mr. Montana sending out the message of might makes right, violence, right? So that's who he is. Josephine says there is a death penalty over there in Idaho. So the other story. The other guy is probably going to get, Kohlberg is probably going to get fried to confirm that. So I don't know what you think of that. I just, it's an interesting story, and there's no, spin here. I'm sure he says the N word 25 times in his career on his records. Well, fuck you, nigga. My nigga. He's out there doing that shit, right? And this is the karma, right? This is what you're putting out into the world, right? This is what you get out of it, what you put into it, right? And this is what he put into it, right? And that's what he got out of it, right? So let's look at the market. Oh my God, is it open? It's open. Oh, we're going down. Oh, wow, up. All right, we're a little green. We'll take it. I almost choked when I saw that. Yeah, green. We're green. So S&P 500 up 14. Dow Jones Industrial Average up 174. NASDAQ just clicked red, down 14 at the moment. Big board. Apple up 20 cents. Amazon down $1.50. Google down 94 cents. Meta, formerly Facebook, which I'm probably not going to talk about anymore because it's going to the toilet, down 50 cents. Microsoft down $2. Rivian still looking like a steal in this reporter's view at $16 a share, down 43 cents right now. Tesla down a whopping $7, 6% of market cap gone. Come on, Elon, get busy, man. Start pumping out the cars, man. Come on already. What else we got here? Lockheed Martin, war stocks. The military industrial complex stocks, Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, both up this morning. The holy vaccine stocks, the stocks, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, Moderna, the stocks that give you the holiest of the holy vaccine that you must take.
Or you're gonna be in big fucking trouble, man.
All right, the vaccine stocks are up today. Oh, what are they? I forgot. I distracted myself. Johnson & Johnson is up and Moderna down, so mixed action right there. So that's all I got today. Just join me if you want to come on into the chat. Come on in. Can't access your microphone. Why not? Why not? Make sure the Google Chrome is allowed to access microphone. Let's see. Getting ready. Starting camera. Getting ready. Starting camera. The camera is starting. The mic is... Turn on the mic. Turn on your mic. Oh, please, don't tell me I have a problem here. Don't tell me I have a problem here. Why do I have a problem here? This could be a problem. This could be a problem. This could be a problem. Oh, you son of a bitch. Let me just, I'm struggling right here. Just give me a second. I don't know why my microphone's not going to open. I want to open my microphone. And I believe their microphone is off. I don't understand why that is. I might have to start a new meeting. I apologize. This is what happens, right? So let's start over. I'm going to go here to Google Meet. Scratch that link. The new link is here. I don't understand it. Microphone is off. Why is my microphone off? I don't understand. I'm suffering right now. I'm suffering because I can't get my microphone to go on. Just bear with me. I might have to kill it here. I can't figure out how to get my microphone in the chat to go on. La la la. Let's play some music while I'm doing this. Just let me figure this out. Stand by. Technical problem. very difficult, very difficult. A very difficult day in our lives together. It's not letting me turn on my mic. Oh boy. I know William R. Hall says you can hear me, but I don't think people are going to be able to hear me in the chat. So again, I'll open it up. Let's see if you can't hear me in the chat, it's going to be a problem. So there's the Google Meet if you want to come on in. I don't know, technical difficulties. I might be overreacting. I think somebody come in and let me know. Yeah, see, it's not letting me in. It's not letting me turn the mic on. But if somebody comes in, I can confirm that. Weevil Girl's here. Weevil Girl. Good morning, Weevil Girl. Weevil Girl. Weevil Girl, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Weevil Girl? No. Say, Weevil Girl can't hear me. I don't know what it is. Microphone is not working. Big problem. I can't hear. I'm trying to sign language to Weevil Girl. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it's not. Let me just refresh. I'm getting ready. Camera is starting. I don't know why it's happening. I don't know why that's happening. I can't get it to go on. Maybe I got hijacked. I might be able to go this way. All right, this is going to be a little different. Join. Weevil Girl, come on back in. I'm sorry, I figured it out. It's not going to be through the microphone. You're going to hear me somewhere else. I figured it out. 20 minutes later. So anyway, whack the link one more time, and I'll let everybody in. Sorry about that. Someone wants to join. Teresa, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Weevil Girl, what's up? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me, Weevil Girl? I can't hear you. Turn your audio on. I don't hear it. I don't hear you. Just hang in there for a second. I am doing everything I usually do, and it seems like it just, I don't know. I don't know. Even in the future, nothing works. Even in the future, nothing works, says Champs. Oh, this is sad. I feel like I got cut off here. I don't know what's going on. I'm here. Let me see the microphone. It's fucking... Oh, boy. All right. I got to kill it. I can't get it. I can't get anything to work. You can hear it, but you can't. It's not clicking. So, all right. Technical difficulties. Weevil Girl, you there? Can you hear me? I can't hear you, Weevil Girl. Something is definitely not right. Your audio is on. Yeah, I don't hear you. I don't hear you. Do you hear me? Go like, give me a thumbs up if you hear me through the Google. So you hear me, but I can't hear you. I don't understand why that's the case. Phones are on. Everything's on. I apologize, Weevil Girl. I don't know what to... try your demonic voice. Maybe that'll work.
Go on, man.
The audience can hear me. I just don't know what it is. there's definitely a glitch here. There's definitely a glitch. Why? I don't know. Maybe I got to reboot Google Meet, or maybe someone got upset that I was using it, because that happens. Show everyone. All right. All right. We will go. We'll do it. We'll do it next time. Maybe we'll do it. We'll do it on Monday. We'll open up the live chat. It's the best I can say. If I can't hear you, then I have no way. We don't have a conversation. It's just us talking. All right. So next time, man, we'll try it again. Thank you for the investigation. Now I'll look into it. I don't know. So it's very unprofessional, Conti. Your fucking shit didn't work, man. You better. So anyway, thank you all for joining me, and we'll see you Monday. Have a great weekend, nonetheless. And we'll see you Monday. Do me a favor, watch the meditation video. I'm interested in what people think. I'll drop that link in there. Well, we got a minute or two, and there you go. So watch the video and enjoy. So peace out, everybody. I'll play you guys out. I'll take you out. I'll take us out.